How you doing, everyone? I was gonna do this later on today, but since I gotta go to work in about in an hour, wanted to get this review for Tears of the Kingdom out. Review, just try to make a little quick one. All right, so anyway, beat the game the other night, and what should I say? So I'm gonna start off with the good. The gameplay. Gameplay is phenomenal. I have to say, the gameplay is 10 out of 10. Tears of the Kingdom has got the best gameplay out of the entire Zelda series. All right, there, I said it. I know there's going to be a lot of people. There's going to be those who are going to disagree with me on that. And you're going to point out flaws and stuff. And I played through the game. I didn't really see much. Didn't really see flaws with the gameplay. I couldn't really see anything. Anyway, gameplay is phenomenal. In this Zelda game, you can literally build. For the first time ever, in any other Zelda game, you were never able to do that. So it was amazing. Unfortunately, I was doing the building myself because, because I didn't do the depth mission. Was it the depth mission? No. It was the what was her name? I think she's like the daughter of Paru. So I didn't do her mission. So in the very beginning of the game, I didn't do it. So I didn't get the ability to auto build. I was building manually through almost pretty much the whole game. Yeah, you heard that right. I was doing that the majority of the game. I only found out when I got very close to end game. I was like, wait a minute, what? Because I was looking at my ability thing, and I'm like, here's an ability missing here. So, thing is, I thought the reason why I also found this out is because I thought, you needed to do this to get to Ganondorf. But apparently, I don't think you do. You can literally you can literally go to Ganondorf without even getting this ability. As far as I remember, as I know. But yeah. So anyway, another thing I've noticed, the damage input in this game is definitely ramped up from Breath of the Wild. Okay, you literally could be taking one shot and done. The thing is, yes, I do know about the armor thing. You have to upgrade your armor. I didn't really do that, so I wasn't really upgrading the armor and all that. So what I wanted to say about that was I was rushing through the game. I was literally rushing through it because I really wanted to see the ending. So I did that, and you can tell if you go look through all my playthroughs, you can see what I was doing there. You can see how many one shots I got, and that the damage input was high. So anyway, that's the gameplay. It still has a lot of stuff from Breath of the Wild, climbing and all that, and the rain, the slippery, here's another one, the lightning one. So you all know about when you wear metal, the lightning will strike you, right? So, okay. So, there's a thing about that. I was looking on, I saw that, what's his name? Darkside Phil, whatever his name was, ESP. So, yeah, Pig Roach, right? That's what everybody calls him. So, yeah, I saw his So yeah, everyone was bashing the heck out of Phil. And he deserves it. He deserves it because Look, how, this is Phil, right? Phil, I'm not trying to make this video about DSP, but so, oh, what? I had metal on? I got struck by lightning? Huh? What? What do you do? Here's the thing. I wouldn't really be pissed at him, if he didn't play Breath of the Wild. And the thing is, this man played Breath of the Wild, so he should have known that. What a pig roach. Anyway, enough about DSP. That sad sack of shit. Enough about him. Getting back to the point, back to the subject. I didn't get all the shrines either. I did a lot of them. Because there was one part in the game where I found out, and anybody who finds out my playthroughs, you will see that I attempted the pulling out the Master Sword from the dragon. You see, I wasn't expecting that. Nintendo reversed it this time. They reversed it. Yeah, again, this is gonna have spoilers. This is gonna have spoilers. They reversed it. It's no longer your hearts, right? It's no longer your hearts. So, it's your stamina bar, all right? So pulling out the sword, I didn't know this. So pulling out the sword, all right? Yeah, I ranted. I absolutely was cursing out Nintendo. I was. Anyway, they switched it. In Breath of the Wild, it was your hearts. Remember when you had to pull out the Master Sword, right? So they switched it. It's your stamina. And you gotta have 2 circle bars. I didn't know how much at the time, so I was like, you gotta be fucking kidding me. I was like, no. I was like, come on, pull the sword out. And so I did that 2 times. And, I went to go back to do more shrines, to get the more stamina bar. And I remember I was so mad at Nintendo. I was so mad. Anyway, I did all that. I was like, please let it work this time. And I was like, you know what? I'm gonna do two circle bars, and bam, it finally worked. I was like, finally, finally it worked. Anyway, I did like the intro to this game. I thought it was one of the best build-ups to the Zelda series since the Wind Waker. Yeah, Wind Waker also has my favorite build-up. Anyway, with that said, now let's talk about the negatives. Oh, no. Let me just say one more thing about that before I talk about the negatives, right? Before I talk about that, let me just say I do. In this game, I actually did feel bad for Zelda in this game. What should I say this? Well, it's a little bit of a spoiler here. So if you don't want to be spoiled, go away now. All right, I'll give you like 5 seconds, 10 seconds. Okay. So I actually, pretty much out of most of the series, I really felt bad for Zelda in this game. Let me get this straight. I still don't really like the actress. They should have gave her a younger actress, her voice. Like it doesn't really fit. It doesn't fit her image. I'm just saying. She sounds like a 30-year-old British woman, and she's actually a teenager. Well, technically, because of the whole 100-year thing, and then her going backwards with the so that's the spoiler right there. Spoiler is, so Zelda, in terms of her character, this has got to be by far my favorite Zelda. I mean, she's got she had the most deepest plot out of all the games. So she she chose to save the future by to heal the Master Sword, but to do this, she had to turn herself into a dragon to get it to Link. And the only way to travel to the future to save pretty much the future, right? So she chose to turn into a dragon, sacrifice her mind. I don't know, kinda, because she still cried as a dragon, so I don't know how the hell that works. That made me feel really bad for her, very, very bad. Like I'm like, damn, I feel so bad for Zelda, man. Like I think out of every character in this game, I feel the worst. I feel the worst for like I really do. Anyway. So she turned into a dragon, and it was just insane. So anyway, that was that spoiler, right? So what I'm gonna say is that now time for the negatives. All right, so this is gonna be more spoilers. I didn't really like the story in this game. All right, I don't know how to say this, but look, I was never really a fan of the memories in Breath of the Wild. I was not a fan of that. I'm gonna say this right now. I never was, and I still not. Now that Tears of the Kingdom pretty much did the same thing. So. A lot of the important stuff is still in the memories you find. Most of the important stuff. But it didn't really develop. Much. Like, yeah, it showed us what happened. Like, what was it like? What, 100,000 years before? But how do I say this? All right, I didn't like this version of Ganondorf. Okay, yeah, from an opposing standpoint, yeah, this was got to be by far the best. From a character standpoint, Nintendo did it again. And I'm like, at this point, I'm like, I just don't care anymore. I don't care. I realize we're not going to get that Ganondorf that we had in Wind Waker. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. And it's just, I don't know. You know what I mean? It just... And they did it again. He stays underground, being the main villain, and just waiting there, doing everything through some other means, through, the Phantom Ganon, and Puppet Zelda. But yeah, he did, yes, I'm going to say the good part. His boss fight is by far the best in the series since Wind Waker. Holy crap, did they capitalize on that this time. This shows that he truly, this shows how, he trained with the Gerudos. You know what I mean? You can really see it. And just like in Wind Waker, you can tell he trained. You know what I mean? In that game, he gave you a run for his money in that, in the battle in Wind Waker. And just like here, they capitalized on it. Holy moly, did they capitalize on that. Now he's got even way more moves. He will dodge your moves. You have to dodge his moves. It's Wind Waker, but on steroids. That's how I saw this battle. It was insane. Yes, I think I died on Ganondorf more than I died on any other boss. No exaggeration. So anyway, yeah, he has two forms. His second form, when he looks like the Demon King Demise, the very first Demon King of the series, the one who started the whole, evil shit of the series. He ends up looking just like Demise in a sense, all buff and big and all that. I mean, he is. I was like, the stone didn't really turn him into the Demon King. He always was the Demon King. Well, you know what I mean? Demon King's incarnate. So all that stone did was just bring out his hatred. It's kind of like an Ocarina of Time, the Triforce power. All it did was bring out Ganon, the demon Demise's hatred. It's Demise's hatred. Bring out a Ganondorf. And now with Skyward Sword, now we know that. My hate never perishes. All right, so. It is born anew in a cycle with no end. I will rise again. So anyway. So yeah, again, I didn't like Ganondorf's character. You know, I didn't like it. It's just, it felt like it felt like a redone Ocarina of Time. And since 2002, right? I didn't want that. And still, after all these years, we finally got the G-Man back since 2006. Twilight Princess, the child timeline. We finally got him back, right? And this is what you do with him, Nintendo? Really? Motherfucker. I'm done. I gave up on Nintendo in terms of developing anything. I realize Nintendo really is the Disney. They are the Disney of Japan. I've realized it. I finally realized they could only. They never really can develop anything, especially with the Zelda series. Like, you know, like yeah. Again, they kind of proved it with Wind Waker, or I just think they just don't want to do it. You know, Wind Waker was like the only exception. Yeah, there was also the Oracle of Ages and Seasons, which I think even had better stories than this. And that was on the freaking Game Boy. That was on the Game Boy Color. And that had better story than this. That had a deeper plot. So what the fuck? So anyway, I'm done. I'm done giving a fuck. I'm done. I'm done even holding out any hope what they can do with the series. I honestly, and I was expecting Sonya, all right, to be Hylia. That would have been even better, right? It would have been even a more connected freaking story. It would have gave, you know, progression, forward, continuity, everything. It would have tied up chapters, arcs, but I don't think Nintendo wants to do that. They don't want to do it. They don't want to do it. I thought that Queen Sonya was going to be the goddess Hylia. So I am very, very disappointed. And I thought that Ganondorf was, you know, at least being possessed by the Demon King Demise. Like, nope, not even that. It's like I see what they wanted to do. They just wanted to forget everything in the past, everything in the whole damn legend. They want to forget it all. That's what's going on here. Either that, or we got new creators coming in, and they just want to do whatever the fuck they want to do. That's what's probably going on. All right, because I did hear about Ija Numa. I heard that somebody else is going to take over his lead. I'm like, oh shit. Now I really feel like I want to drop this franchise after hearing that. I'm like, you know what's going to happen now, right? Not good. I'm like, so this whole, you know, continuity really kind of being thrown out the window. I'm like, yeah, no wonder they're forgetting everything now. No wonder they're doing that. Anyway, that said, I don't know where this game is placed on, like, you know, what branch. And yeah, people keep saying, oh, it's so far in the future, it doesn't really matter. I'm like, yes, it still does. Ocarina of Time has 3 universes. Okay, you got the adult, you got the child, and you got the downfall, the what if. It fucking matters. So shut up, shut the F up. It matters. The timeline thing still matters. Unless this game is a soft reboot or a reboot in a different universe or whatever, it still matters to me. It matters. Okay? Red, blue, green. Water, destruction, prosperity. Link, Zelda, Ganon, Link. You noticed that, right? Water, fire, trees. Adult, child, downfall. Have you all noticed that? Din, Nehru, and Faria. Haven't you all noticed that continuity? 3 timelines of an Ocarina, red, blue, green. Haven't you noticed that? The outcomes? Well, there you go. So don't ever freaking tell me the timeline doesn't matter. Anybody who says that to me, all you fans who are like that, you can go F yourselves. You hear me? All right, so I'm done with my rant. That's it. So if Nintendo gets rid of the timeline, I think I'm done. I'm done. I'm not touching the series. I will absolutely delete all this. I'm gonna go. I'll just go do something else. I'm done caring. I'm done caring. If you're gonna throw out, I grew up post. I grew up pre-timeline split and post in the era of the timeline split. So of course that holds a lot of meaning for me. I'm not going to see it like the majority of you. I have really deep feelings about the timeline split because I grew up with it. Okay, I have a deep incentive with it. So I just want to let you all just to get that through your heads. Okay, I'm never gonna see it the way you new Zelda fans see it. I'm never gonna see it the way you original Zelda fans see it. I grew up in the millennial part. You see what I mean? The Ocarina of Time, Link's Awakening into Ocarina of Time, the timeline split, and most of the games that took place between the three splits. Wind Waker being my favorite, the adult timeline. So that's all I got to say. You know, anyway, that's Tears of the Kingdom. You know, who knows what Nintendo would do after that. But again, if they're just leaving everything behind, I don't think I care anymore. So that's it. Ladies and gentlemen, you have a good day. I'll talk to you soon. All right, bye.